NewsNation media contributor Colby Hall, the founding editor of Mediaite.com, joining us now. Colby, good morning to you. ABC already facing intense scrutiny ahead of this debate, but important to point out, from both sides, they're getting hit.
Right. We talk so much about candidates Trump and Harris and their performance and how important this debate is for their candidacy. But this is also a huge evening for ABC News and their reputation, right? Like these campaigns will end one way or the other in early November. Yet ABC News' journalistic reputation will continue for decades, they hope. And so there's a lot riding on that and how they handle this with, partisan sides eager to point out what they see as bias or subjectivity on other parts. So it's just another layer of how ABC News is going to handle this.
Right. Impartiality is the name of the game. So you've got the moderators, David Muir and Lindsay Davis. What does impartiality look like as they're having the pre-debate discussions right now? What do you believe those talks center around?
Well, so there's been some question about how closely these rules will be followed. And I don't see any realistic expectation that either ABC News flouts those rules or either candidate does with the muted mics. We saw this with CNN, where particularly Trump surrogates basically tried to preempt or pregame the CNN moderators by saying how biased they would be. And then later, just recently, Trump, gave credit to Jake Tapper and Dana Bash for doing a straight job. And I suspect that's what we'll see with David Muir and Lindsay Davis. They will play it super safe. They will stay on message, not fact check. And so any fireworks that we hope to see will likely have to come from Trump or Harris, which I expect we will see.
Right. And people, do they look to debates for someone who looks and seems, the optics of it, presidential? Is it policy versus performance? Which do you think carries more weight?
But I think, honestly, it depends upon the candidate. We've seen Trump in this environment many, many times. And, I've said before, if he becomes sort of fumey and angry and overly aggressive, that could backfire, particularly with persuadable women voters who are in the suburbs that seem to be so critical. This is the first time a lot of people are seeing Kamala Harris answer tough questions in this sort of iteration of her political career. She didn't do so great in the 2020 primaries, where she bounced early. So, her interview with CNN was solid, safe. Her body language, I think, wasn't great. She looked down a lot. And, when she overthinks her answers, she gets a little bit in trouble, like we all do, and tends to prattle on. She's criticized for saying word salads. Lately, Trump has been doing the same. So I think, it's not fair to say, but I think they will each be judged accordingly based on what we know about them so far.
And what role, Colby, in the big picture does the media and social media play in the aftermath? Because as we watch at home as an audience, we know the moments, right? They're clear. If there's a gaffe, we pick up on it. But it's how the media then handles those gaffes that can have some impact on the polls.
Right. It's a gaming of the narratives, right? In the first debate between Trump and Joe Biden, after 15 minutes, it was really clear that Joe Biden was not with it. In fact, I started writing a column immediately calling for him to bow out, which got a lot of criticism from friends of mine on the left, but turned out to be kind of accurate. So there's this information war, right? So there's partisans on either side that are quick to jump on either side, which is why I recommend viewers either try to look at both sides, get feeds or reports from both sides, or get their resources from a more reputable place, not extreme partisan outlet that is only dedicated to, promoting the agenda of the candidate they prefer. So be careful which narrative you jump on first, because, a lot of people are looking to score points before points should be scored.
Yeah, well, I'll be looking to see if you're starting to formulate a column halfway through the debate. Let me know, Colby.
That's all I want. That's all I want from you.
Halfway through. All right. See you next time. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.